Okay, I'm going to start making pages for my plaid journal. And I believe I mentioned in my earlier video that I wanted to go with a writing theme. So I've got some tea-dyed composition book paper, and so I'm going to cut this down because it's a little wide. And I've got an idea. Oh, let me just, I don't know if this is going to work or not. So let's see if this is going to work. So I had originally sized the journal to be perfect for 8.5 by 11 sheets. So 11 is still going to work. 8.5 is not going to work because I cut it down to cut it down 1/2 inch. So I'm going to have to go with 8-inch wide paper. So I've got 6 sheets here because I intend to do 6 signatures. Have I got my head in the camera? Just felt myself whack my head. Now I need to go 8. And will I cut off the top margin or will I cut off the bottom? I think I'll cut off the bottom. So I don't have to trim too much. Maybe I'll go with that. It seems crooked. There we go. Now, on each page, there's these holes from where the stitching was, but I can reinforce this, and I think I'm going to use these itty bitty pieces of paper to do that, but not right now. Or I could use this, but I'm not going to do that right now because here I want to try this thing. Gotta get a stamp pad first. I think I'm going to use antique photo this time. Vintage photo, sorry. Oops. Speaking of torn ones. That's interesting. I'll have to do a little thrift haul, show you what I did get thrifting today. I'm gonna dream about that magazine though. They wanted $5 for it. That's a lot of money. You know what? I think I like the brown better than I like the gray. I might have to get rid of the gray. That's unfortunate because I was really hoping that would work. Look, if I put this, it'll say new. I think I'll go this way. That's nice. Yep. Try something a little different this time. That's fun. I like that. Yeah, that's really good. I like that better than the straight lines. Let's make a couple more of those. What's this? Oh yeah, this is getting better and better. What do you think? Oh, there's that broken 5 again. Oh yeah. Yeah. Good girl. Oh, we got it back. What do you think? Okay, on to the next thing. So I've got these recycled envelopes that I coffee stained, and I like the pattern on the inside. And each one of these is different. So this one's a lighter color blue, and that one, this one's green. These are gray, but they've got different designs. So I'm going to cut these down and glue them to some old file folders and make some tags. So this is an idea that I am completely copying and stealing from an image I saw on Pinterest. I'll try to share a link. I'm not sure if I know how to do that or not, but I'll give it a shot. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just trim these up so they're kind of squarish or tag lengthy. And once I've got them in that configuration, I will come back and we'll do some embellishment. Okay, so I've got the spine on. It's a little dusty, but I'm not going to bother trying to clean it right now because it's going to get dustier as I cut paper and stuff. Anyway, I'm really happy with how this turned out. So Maureen, this is just cardstock. It was, well, not even cardstock. It was the back of the, like a sketch pad or something. It's just, yeah. Yeah, it's nothing too exciting, just paper. So what else I did to work on the next thing is I took some coffee dyed business envelopes that have the security stuff, and instead of gluing it to file folder, which was my first idea, I actually have a stack of vintage book pages that I've glued 3 together. I have a stack of them that I, when I'm gutting books, I'll sit next, I'll set them next to me on the couch while I'm watching TV with the old man, and I'll just glue them together with a glue stick. And so I just glued on this coffee stain stuff, and I cut them up into tags. So they're various sizes. And I have this punch that does 1.5, 2, and 2.5 inch tags. So I did everything from 2 to 2.25 to 2.5. And for the ones that are 2.25 that don't fit into these easy slides, I just kind of centered them, and it worked out just fine. It's fine. So I'm going to be doing some work with these, and like I said, it was sort of based, well, I shouldn't say sort of, it was completely based on an image that I saw on Pinterest. I'm just going to cut this. So I've got quite a lot of ephemera related to postal stuff. Some of it's vintage, some of it's not. But I'm going to be doing what I can with it. I was doing this last night. I actually posted a picture on Instagram last night. I have a cafeteria tray. I have no idea where I got it, but a big plastic cafeteria tray that I like to work on while I'm watching TV. And the cat came and just plopped on it. I was trying to collage. But that was it for collage last night, was the cat plopping himself. Just kind of have to decide. So I actually did do some yard sailing today, and I got some cool stuff. I got a hardcover, not old, but vintage hardcover of Gone with the Wind. So I'm looking forward to doing a Gone with the Wind junk journal. was one of my favorite books when I was a kid. And I know that's weird. I was a very precocious reader, let's say. So my grandfather and my dad were huge readers. Well, my mom's a huge reader. She still is. But my grandfather had a lot of books. I'm just sorting these by size. These ones have ragged ends. That's okay. And when he died, his library came to our house. We had rooms full of old books. And I picked up Gone with the Wind. Maybe I was 10. And I loved that book. And it was so different from the movie. I really identified with Scarlett. Isn't that terrible? Because she was kind of a horrible person. But I kind of identify with the do what you got to do for the people you love, and really that, you know, she's in the movie, she seemed like she was more of a greedy person maybe than in the book, but she was a much more sympathetic character in the book, I thought. Anyway, I also read Forever Amber. I don't know if anybody's ever read that before. Also probably not reading material for a 10-year-old, but it was really good. Anyway, so what have I got? I've got some stamps. Lord knows I have stamps. Whoops. I've also got airmail, special delivery stickers and stuff like that in here. Oh, look at that one. That was neat. And where's the other thing I wanted? I know I sorted it out. Where did I put it? Alright, I'm going to put the video on hold for just a second while I go and sort myself out. Okay, I'm a little more sorted out now. While I was going through my stuff, I found this. It's from a children's magazine called Fun with Cancelled Stamps, and I thought, hey, I might use some of these ideas. I think I pulled it out because I thought I was going to put it in as a page. And I might, but I might just stick that on the wall right now for some inspiration. And look what I found. Whoop, I found a Gone with the Wind stamp. It's just a photo of it, or an illustration. I don't know if it's a photo, but I'll tuck that aside for my Gone with the Wind. So I found postage stamp dies. I got 5 different sizes there. Found these. I really like the quill and the typewriter. I like this little corner too. And this one has these little cancellation stamp things. So I found that. Found some really, really narrow washi tape. Got this box full of little images. So here's one of a image of a stamp about stamp collecting. But here's, you know, some little guys carrying a pencil. Here's a little desk blotter. So there's probably some little images in here I can use. What's this? What's a postage stamp? Got these stickers. Who knows what all's down in here? So I might find some good stuff in there. As well as... Did I? Oh, okay, I got them. I was going to say, did I forget to get these again? So I got these. Oh, these are all Christmas seals. I'm not going to use those. But I've got a whole bunch of vintage Christmas seals. This one is old special delivery stamps. That one's nice. So I'm going to use some of those. And these are from postcards. This one's 1947, and I thought maybe I could use like one of my circle punches. I might have to trim some of these down to get right in there, but I think this one will work. The 1-inch one will work for that. I got a lot of these actually. 1955, 1930, all kinds of cities. 46, 48, 57, 49. To add a lot of those. I think this is sort of similar. These are bigger though. 65, 62, 65, 67, 66. Where'd that big one go? I like that big one. These are also 1960s. There's a nice one. Ash Flat, Arkansas. Nevada City. Bellflower. And these ones are older. Look at the handwriting on that one. 1930. 35. That one's newer. That's 685. Some of these are in the 70s. 77. So, this will be fun if I can punch those out. All right. So let's get started here. Enough fussing. Let's get started. I will be doing some stitching on these as well, because I just think stitching finishes it off so well. And I've been saving this stamp. It's an airmail stamp, but it has these beautiful birds on it. Hope that comes in okay. And gotta figure out what I'm going to do for reinforcement. You know what I could do? Use those little round things, can't I? Let's try one. Just going to trim it a bit so I can get it centered a little more. It's just going to be too big. Okay, I'm going to go slow on this first one because I Not sure what I'm trying to achieve. Let's get some ink here. I need a new glue stick. I go through glue sticks like crazy. Whoop. Okay. What do you think? Maybe I'll stamp a cancellation in the background. Oh, that looks good. I got too much stuff. Too much stuff. Shoot, I was trying to tear this little piece of paper off. Ended up tearing the seal. Yeah, I like that ink. It's not really black. It's more like a blue-gray. So I want to do something on the back here, but I don't want to use another postmark. If I do a stamp. Now, the challenge is going to be centering these. Should ink that. That might be too big. Let's punch a hole in it and see how much I like it. Wonder if I can do this. More or less. Oh yeah, that's much better. Now how am I going to get that out? It came out. Okay. I want to ink the inside of that, but I'm going to need like a little Q-tip or something. I do keep Q-tips down here to clean my sewing machine. There. Yeah, sometimes I just, use a swab to get the dusties out from the bobbin case. So what did I get today yard sailing? I got a sewing basket that was full of some old sewing notions. Some fun stuff in there. Okay, there's one down. Let's do another. And use some of these. Got these for $1 at a thrift store. got a lot of doilies. What else? It's kind of a weird day. Things were either super cheap or super expensive. So I saw this dresser scarf. It was embroidered and it had some lace on it. And I thought, oh, that'll be nice. I'll chop that up. Had some stains, had some holes, but, you know, I'm only going to use pieces anyway, so what the heck. So everybody seemed to be visiting, so I found the first person that wasn't talking, and I said, you know, are you the person I'm doing business with? And she said, what are you interested in? I said, what do you want for this doily? Oh, well, I'll have to ask Amy. I said, okay, Amy. What do you want for this? Oh, we'll have to ask Mom. Okay, Amy's mom. What do you want for this? So Mom looks at Amy. Oh, that was Grandma's. And I'm thinking, if Grandma made it... Oh, I should qualify that. She said Grandma made this. And I'm thinking, well, Grandma made it. Why are you selling it? And just because your grandma made it doesn't make it valuable to me. So, what of it? So I'm just standing there looking at them. And finally she says, $5? And I said, oh no. Usually I'm not that rude. This time, clearly I was rude. And she says, well, what were you thinking? And I said, 50 cents? It's got holes in it. Oh, no. So she takes it out of my hand and she looks at it. She says, oh, those aren't holes. Those are just stains. That'll come out in the wash. And I thought to myself, okay, well, if it's worth $5, why didn't you wash it? And I said, well, thank you very much. And away I went. I wasn't paying $5 for Amy's grandma's dresser scarf. Holy, dirty, stained dresser scarf. Anyway. But then I went to another one and it had a stack of doilies. It said 5 cents. So I picked out a few. What else did I get? Oh, I got some bookmarks. She had a stack of bookmarks with an elastic band on. Those were a dime. And I got a little milk glass vase for a dime. So it all came to 50 cents. And I said, I owe you 50 cents. She says, oh, just give me a quarter. Okay. I also have these that I got a couple weeks ago. There's probably something good in here. Ooh, there's a Einstein. I like that one. Let's just put that on, okay? And I got this tiny little art book, and it was an older lady. She'd been painting since the 1950s, and so she asked me if I was a painter, and my husband said no. She's gonna tear that up and make a journal out of it. Oh, well, that's nice, she said. This one's nice too. Save that one. So she said, oh, but the pictures in there are all black and white. And I said, no, there's some color ones in here. And flipped through it. She goes, oh, I've had that book so long I didn't know. I didn't remember. Oh, I almost threw that out. Nuts. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to use for... That's not what I used before. It was this one, wasn't it? Come on out, you. This is 5/8 inch punch. So this has become a little cracked with me. I hope that's okay. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad. I think I'll wait before I punch any others until it's a little drier. Where's my... Where's my other finished one? Oh, that's annoying. This one's taller. Let's put this on this one. Oh, I like that one. I was going to use that as a reinforcement, but I like it too much. Okay. Here's a couple others. I'm going to move these so I quit grabbing them. this is one that actually cuts a reinforcement. And I have a Xyron that I like to use for this purpose, but I'm not seeing it. I should be with my adhesives, but it's not there. Well, we're just gonna have to make the best of it, okay? Fancy. I don't know what the weatherman's saying for tomorrow. Hopefully a drier day. In all fairness, it didn't start raining until much later this afternoon. I went upstairs and I had a nap. I read my book, the new book I got yesterday. It's called The Home for Unwanted Girls. And the events start happening in September, so I have some time. When I read, like that's all I do. And I kind of get addicted to it. But right now, this is my addiction. I love how this is turning out, these pastel colors. Isn't that amazing? That's super. Next, I'm going to use a little of this washi tape. Just want to make sure I'm in camera. Peeled off a double layer. There we go. If I do get some drier weather tomorrow, I would like to do some more tea staining. I made tea this afternoon, so I've got a big jar of it upstairs all ready to go. I happen to have the kettle on and the tea bags out, so I thought, what the heck. I don't know if you can hear my husband, he's playing his guitar and singing again. Everybody's musical in this house. Except me. Look at this. Sir, I would be glad to receive a reprint of your paper. Physical Signs, Apex Cardiography, Phonocardio something. and systolic time intervals in angina pectoris. From the Division of Cardiology, University of Pittsburgh Medical School. Isn't that something? This is from Hungary. That is really neat. Sorry, I got carried away there. I think I'll use this red one. Or maybe not. Because I do have all these jobbers that have red things on them. Just gonna see if I can get another one out of this green stamp. Yep, I did it. Okay, and let's see if I can punch this out and use it on something else. It says 1932, St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay. This one, the envelope doesn't go all the way to the bottom, so I'm just going to trim that off. Yeah, I like that. This. Oh, those are these special delivery card or stamps. Yeah, I want to use them. Not on this one. They're not right for that. Yes. Forgot to ink it. Oh well, I'll go in with my Q-tip later. Shoot. Zoot allures. Ooh, you know what else I got today was a box of, you know, the little French definition cards. You've probably seen them on other people's videos. I do have some French cards in my ephemera packs that's on my Etsy. But today I got a box of German vocabulary cards. So I was super excited about that. I was regretting not inking that first, but it's fine now. Alrighty. We never did use any of those little images that I talked about. let me just look here in my little box. Oh, I love this one. Paper clips. These are pen nibs.